Good afternoon, folks. Derek from the Rangers Review here. I hope you're all doing well on this pretty damp and grey Thursday afternoon. Lots of fallout from the game last night at Tannadice, so I'm here just to bring you some of that. Rangers dropping another 2 points away to Dundee United. It took a last gasp penalty from Nadim Bayrami to salvage a point, and it's on Bayrami where we'll start things off. This is him dispatching the ball into the back of the net. He was speaking after the game, brought up a number of issues, his frustration at his lack of game time and determination to repay the faith of Danny Rule and the support of his Rangers teammates. Some of what he had to say. He says, the past is the past, but I'm back in the squad and happy to help the team with my performance. Obviously, a draw is not good enough for us, so we're looking forward for the next game and try to win and to score goals. On Danny Rule, he says, I spoke with him in the beginning when he came and we had a chat. I was aware of the national team. I think I played well against England, came back and had my chance. I'm happy to be back. This is football. 3 months ago, I was away. Now I'm back. I was always focused on Rangers, and this is football sometimes. You need to be mentally strong. I was, I think, strong enough to handle this situation. I think we have good guys like Tavernier, Raskin, and they were always here for me. They helped me, so I try to help them now on the pitch. Obviously, when you train the whole week and then you're not in the squad, it wasn't really nice for me, but I always train good. So I give my best to this club. Now I'm back. I'm happy to be back and to help the team. Now, on the performances and under Danny Rule, he says, I think it's 6 games unbeaten now. Obviously, we needed to win. We had a lot of chances. We created some more chances than the last game. We need to stick together, and we have a lot of games now. This is the past, and we need to look forward. It's difficult to go here, but I think we played better than the last game. We created more chances. They didn't have any great chances. 2 chances, 2 goals. We created a lot. We need to score up front, but we know what we can improve, and we need to look forward now. I think that for both goals, we can defend better, but we showed character at the end. As I said before, we created much more. So I think the last final step up front and in goal, we need to be more there and to score these goals, to want to score these goals. On the strikers, he says, I know they have quality. It's just how I said, it's the right moment to be there and to score these goals and to come with confidence at the game and not think too much. It's not always the striker's responsibility. If we help them from behind to get these balls up front, they are going to score. So that is what Nadim Bayrami had to say about the game. If you want to go and watch his press conference, folks, it is available to view over on our YouTube channel. Some flashpoints in the game. Bayrami's penalty, of course, as you can see here. Max Aarons fouled by Ferry of Dundee United in the penalty area. Referee pointing to the spot, and it's fair to say it sparked debate with whether it was the right call. Max Aarons colliding with Will Ferry in the area, and Rangers benefited from a slight moment of fortune. That was the feeling from former Rangers winger and last season's interim coach Neil McCann. And this is what he had to say on that. He said it was a question McCann said, I think if David Dickinson turns away and says it's a coming together, like Jim Goodwin suggested, I don't think they would overturn it. I don't think there is a massive amount of contact. I have looked at it so many times. Whether he clips his boot or he doesn't, I'm not quite sure. Scott Allen was on BBC Sports Scene as well, alongside McCann. He said, if it's the other end, you're screaming for it. Will Ferry doesn't see Max Aarons coming on the blind side. And once you give the referee the decision, it's very hard to get overturned. But that was the question I was going to ask Neil. If he doesn't point, do you think VR looks at it? So that's what Scott Allen and Neil McCann had to say on that. Noticed on the Premier Sports commentary that Michael Stewart certainly didn't feel it was a penalty. He was going off his nut at that, which was a tad comical, I have to say. But yeah, I think it was probably the right call in the end. Yeah, Bayrami stepped up and done the rest. Now, another flashpoint in the game involved Emmanuel Fernandez at the other end of the park, and the decision not to award Dundee United a penalty was the right one. That's according to former SFA referee Bobby Madden on his Instagram page. He wrote, the absolute definition of natural possession. This is not a punishable handball and not a penalty. As some penalties have been awarded for handball recently, some people will be screaming for every hand-arm contact to be punished. Relax, stick to the criteria as referee and VAR have here, and judge each decision on its own merit. So there you go. That is what Bobby Madden had to say on that. Do you agree with him, folks? Should the Arabs have been given a penalty for that incident there, or did Rangers get away with one, or was it the right call from the officials? Do let us know in the comments. So that is just some of the fallout from the game. Danny Rule was speaking afterwards as well. You can see his press conference in full over on our YouTube channel, or you can read the full transcript over on the Rangers Review website. Yeah, some interesting things what he had to say. It was actually quizzed on the fan reaction, of course. The Rangers fans not best pleased at what they witnessed. He said, I understand the fans' reaction. They came here on a Wednesday evening, 6,000 people, and they spend money to come to these games. For me, I have to find the right balance and be a good mirror for this group. If we win games, I'm not too positive, and if we lose games, I'm not too negative. If I see something not going in the right direction, I'm very clear. I said the last game was too slow. We didn't attack enough, but tonight I saw a team capable of doing it. But it's about being ruthless in both boxes. That's the key part. If we do that, we can take steps forward. And Joshua's got a piece on the website this morning just on Rangers missing those opportunities, and it's key that Rangers address that in January, as we addressed it on the show this morning when I was alongside it. Johnny, you can go and check it out if you haven't already done so. That'll do us for now, folks. We'll be back on tomorrow morning, 9:30. As ever, as we look ahead to the game on Saturday night, Rangers heading over to Rugby Park, an 8 o'clock kickoff. Not ideal, but that's what happens when you sell out to the TV companies. You're at their discretion when games kick off. It will be press conference day tomorrow as well, and it will be the afternoon. We'll hear from Danny Rule. He's scheduled to speak at just after 2 p.m. So, we'll have all the latest news from Auchenhowie. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Right, enjoy your Thursday, whatever you are up to, and we'll chat again soon. Bye for now.